This is a true crime discussions channel. We speculate. This is all just speculation. Because it's true crime, it's for mature audiences only. There will be no children allowed, no exceptions. Everything on this channel falls under fair use. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's free. Hey y'all, it's good to see you today. Let me say hey to y'all. Hey, we got shite. Bad Girl, Joyous, Michelle, Mallory, Diane, Abellis, Zan, good to see y'all. Anna, Moss Mommy, Diana, Indie Girl, Mallory, Michelle, Diana, Bria, hello, good morning. Hio, Miss Sarah, Teresa, Joyous, I see you again. Sue Joy, good to see you. Anna, Rachel, Julie, Jennifer, Lori, Karen. I think that's it. Good to see y'all today. If I missed you, make sure you comment so I can shout you out. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Mallory, for being number 19. I really appreciate that. Hey, Miss Queen Olive Ruth Ann. I'm sorry I didn't see you a minute ago. You're on your phone in a snowy walk. Aw, that's so awesome. It's so windy here. It blew our door open a minute ago. It was crazy. Hey, Ama, good to see you. Smoky Mountain Mermaid, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Good to see you. Today, we're going to talk about Sterns' Reddit page. I did a live on this a while back, but it's been a long time. So basically, WeGob says they were number 19. Sometimes YouTube messes it up. Thank you for being number 19, WeGob. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's crazy here too, girl. It is insane. It's snowing here. I wish it was snowing here. I do. I do want some more snow before it's gone for the year. So we did a live several months ago when I first started my channel, scrolling through Stephan's Reddit post. And so I figured maybe we could do that again. Hey, Chloe Moon. Good to see you. Thank you for chatting. Moth's Mommy and Thomas. Good to see you. Is it? It is Sunday, isn't it? I thought it was Saturday for some reason. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. Sunday fun day. Okay. So we're going to basically just scroll through Stephan's Reddit. There's a lot of posts. I've got a few concerning posts on my shorts on my page. And there is a post from a long time ago where we went through, but we're going to scroll through it again and just look at it. I am going to be flipping back and forth between the pages. So I'm going to try to kind of flip back occasionally to grab your comments and make sure that I am seeing everything that y'all say. So with that, we will get started. Hey, Ashley, you're supposed to get 10 inches where you're at. I want about 10 inches of snow. I think I'd be happy. It's only going to get colder. I heard it's supposed to get colder this week, Sarah. Yep. All right. So this first one is in reference to Disneyland, and it's titled "Cast Members Are Unhappy." Hold on just a minute. Gotta find. Hold on. Let me mute. Okay. So this first post is in reference to Disneyland cast members unhappy, and he replied to Creepy Criticism 321. And I'm trying to see if it'll tell us the post. Let's see. Nope. I guess he deleted the post. A lot of people have been through and deleted their post, especially when it comes to Stephan. So it says, you clearly have no idea what these jobs involve, how hard these CMs work every day, or the amount of BS they endure. Please imagine me reading in Steffi Sterns' whiny, creepy voice. This is 9 years old, is it?
She gave it back to you.
Okay. Oh, it says from 1 year ago. Hold on, I thought it was just about to tell me. Sunday, February 17th, 2024 at 6:25 p.m. Saturday. So this was uh, 8 days before he murdered Madeline. This is what he was saying on Reddit. You clearly have no idea what these jobs involve and how hard these CMs work every day or the amount of BS they endure. Just waving people onto a ride? No. If that's all you think it is, then I suggest you go try it out. Also, look at corporate wage gaps across all the major U.S. companies. The information is only a Google search away. The numbers will absolutely shock you. Do higher ups deserve better pay than a bottom level employee? Absolutely. They have the schooling and the skills. But do they really deserve over 3,000% more than a basic employee? That's where the debate comes in. Hold on just a second. That's where the debate comes in. These CMs are working their asses off. Do you think you're putting in a lot of steps on your Disney vacation? Try doing it every day, all year round. Now, sprinkle a little bit of getting screamed at by a guest because their child is too short. Now, add a dash of being understaffed to the point that your area can't assign any assist roles. And now you're doing the work of two CMs. Now, slash your area's budget to the bone so that equipment starts to deteriorate, supplies run out, and maintenance suffers. But you're still expected to give 100%, 110% effort. Now get screamed at some more. Oh, bonus perk. You're legally responsible for the safety of everyone on that ride and in that attraction area. Also, work faster because efficiency is a high priority. But don't screw up or you're fired. But go faster still. There are people who avoid attractions because of the stress it involves. I know people who left that role because they couldn't take the pressure anymore. People who are running so hard that they struggle to keep weight on and are constantly sick because they interact with thousands of people every day. I already shared Chapek's numbers for 2022. Now Iger came in and got over 30 million in compensation for 2023. Your argument is not valid. Sorry. You've been brainwashed into thinking all of this is perfectly acceptable and that it even makes sense. This is just one company, and so many more of them are doing this too. This is why infiltration is high. Cost of living and the average person is struggling more and more every year. Corporate greed has been allowed to run rampant and has gone unchecked for so long that this country is basically owned and run by corporate entities at this point. 8 days before Madeline was murdered. Let me see what y'all are saying. Okay, sorry. Yeah, whiny ass. I'm with you, indie girl. All right. Let's see. I'll keep reading this post a little bit, but I want to get into like the juicy ones because this was again like 8 days before he murdered Madeline. This was at 3:17. If a McDonald's worker doesn't salt the french fries enough, no customers are at risk of being permanently maimed or killed as a result. Disney park CMs, especially attraction CMs, are literally legally responsible for your safety on these rides and in the attractions they work. I don't know about you, but I don't want those CMs to be happy and care about their jobs enough to not half-ass anything or feel burned out to the point they just don't care anymore. Lives are on the line, and people at these parks are suicidally stupid sometimes. Wow, okay. Half that job is protecting guests from their own ignorance or stupidity. Yes, CMs deserve more money for the premium services and experiences that they provide. Interesting. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go up to his, let's see, his chat. I might pull up the other one we might go over the other live I did, depending on what I can find, because I'm sure a lot of stuff has been deleted by now. Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what he posted. Oh, yes. Here is the Tamagotchis. A handful of my favorite V pets from my collection. Some are more vulnerable than others, but all these are ones I like to play with and carry most often. Hey, Carolina. I'm seeing what y'all are saying. While some of that is probably true, let's see. Rachel said, while some of that is probably true, it's called work, and you know what you are applying for when you get a job there. I mean, I'm with you. Hamburger Helper, I like your name. I think he was proud of his post. It's clear he feels very superior to a lot of people he's responding to. Yes, yep. I agree 100%. Smoky Mountain Mermaid says, so Stearns was a ride operator. I wonder how many young girls he accidentally touched inappropriately. Honestly, I figured he would be in costume, making it easier. That is interesting. It's scary. It's a scary thought to question how many girls he might have touched inappropriately. I don't even want to think about it. Smoky Mountain. Okay, Joyous, thank you for being here. Hey, Rooster, I didn't even see you come in. It's good to see you, love. All right. So there's his Tamagotchi collection. He's leaving Tamagotchi mail. All the Tamagotchis. I want to show, he's talking about painting these. I mixed and matched the blue Umi with transparent blue black buttons and faceplate from the pink. Smokey said, oh, hold on. Barry Marshmallow, so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Said, so many Disney employees have been arrested for sea salmon child trafficking. It's chilling. Yep, absolutely. Smokey said, now I'll be leery at Dollywood putting my granddaughter on rides. Yeah, it's scary to think that they hold the ride operator accountable, and if they're having a bad day, your safety's at risk. Paranormal Research said, I've had the flu for a week. Just can't get ahead. I'm so sorry, love. I hope you feel better. Yeah, it's weird to be playing with these things as an adult. It really is. Let's see. It says a year ago, December 17th, 2023 at 6:25. I wonder if he was at his house or at Maddie's at that time. All right, let's continue. Oh, he got his Sustanet card and he's in mint condition. Tamagotchi, Loretta, and mildly infuriating. 80 tips for building my first deck. Anyone seeing these awesome gauges? The website 50% off for Black Friday. 2 BT14 boxes. I remember all these. I want to get to the weird post. Sterling silver glow in the dark green lantern ring. Got this from an Etsy maker based up in Canada. So it took a while to get all the way down here and through customs, but I'm definitely pleased with it. Yay, Green Lantern. No offense to Green Lantern fans. Michelle says, imagine one of those ride operators being intoxicated, on drugs, or hungover, and you're putting your children on that ride. No way. Yeah, Leah, good to see you. Says Stephan Sterns makes me so sick. Me too. Dude, stop buying toys and pay some rent. What a loser, right? All right, let's continue. Oh, there's more pictures of his Green Lantern ring. It glows in the dark. Oh, look at it on his nasty ass hand. Fantastic. That's a resin rig. Oh, it must be some kind of toy rig, I guess, because it lights up. I mean, again, just playing with toys. Okay, what is this? Which DM version is your favorite? That's a black Tamagotchi. All his Nerf guns. That's the couch at Jen's house, I do believe. Right beside Maddie's room. It looks like that blue couch, and that looks like the wall, and then the front door would be right here. That it appears. Oh, what date is this? Let me see. Hold on. September 24th at 9:05 p.m. Yep, that would have been there because he moved out supposedly in November. Let me see. Zan said, you know Henry Cavill or Cable, I don't know how to say that name, who everyone jewels over, is into Warhammer and painting those figurines. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, Paranormal and Paranormal Rooster and Bad Girl, I hope y'all are doing okay. Yeah, Moth's mommy, it does kind of remind me of The Big Bang Theory, but The Big Bang Theory is better, like, than he ever could even attempt to be. Leah said Jim was never his girlfriend. A real woman could not have a real relationship with this man, baby. He's just too much into toys and the things he wants to buy, and it's all about him. My custom dragon shields just arrived. They removed, look, it says the moderators. Oh, what did I do? The moderators of La Corena removed his post. So I took a trip to Walmart today. And this is what he bought. And it's on the bed of those look like the sheets from upstairs. Oh no, Abellis. Charge your phone, love. Michelle said at least the guys in the Big Bang Theory were getting their PhDs. Yeah. Far from this loser. Loser. Okay. I'm going to stop being so mean. Let me pull the regular Reddit back up. That looked like the sheets in the room upstairs. With whose money? Said Hio. Good question. Good question. Sue Joy said, grown man who can't hold a job playing with toys. He should be embarrassed. He should be. And I'm glad to scroll through his Reddit here and pick on him. Friday evening, this Walmart had no stock. As of around 3 p.m. today on Sunday, this is what I found. To be fair, Walmarts in my area are a total crap show of people ripping stuff open and walking off with it. But man, this is just another level of nasty. Well, okay then, if you say so. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Okay. What on heck of a mission this morning? Spent over 4 hours crisscrossing the city in search of a but was ultimately successful. Quest completed. Look at all that. Like, I wonder how much those packs are just for one of them. If they're like Pokemon cards or whatever. I don't know much about that thing, but that La Corena stuff. But I imagine they're expensive. And he bought, what, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? 16. Okay. Mayla's mom said it would be one thing if he was collecting old toys from his childhood and had them displayed, but no, he's playing with them. Yeah. Some of it, hey, scratch that paint. Good to see you. Leah said Jen gave her beautiful daughter to this monster. She knew he was a pedo, in my opinion. Yep. Good point, Zan. He wants a mommy, not a girlfriend. Exactly. All right. So let's get into the interesting stuff. Got my second uni adult, Mitchie. She has the orderly personality. This is the one for Maddie. This one was from Tuesday, August 1st, 2023 at 5:53. Oops, I did it again. Another color shifting uni shell. This time on a purple uni for my stepdaughter. It's for Maddie. Oh, look, there's Maddie's and his. Isn't that interesting? You sick mother trucker. Hey, Darlene. At least 10 to 15 a pack with the tax. See, and he had 16 of them. That's just ridiculous. Donna, good to see you, said, didn't Jen realize there was no future with Stephan? She wanted a playmate for Maddie. Lord, I hope not, but she had to have realized there was no future. That's Maddie's and that's his. Very interesting. Hold on just a second. Okay. There's his and hers beside each other. I mean, again, it's just like he thought they were in a relationship. He says stepdaughter on here, but it's just so concerning. And he's quoting Britney Spears, right, Michelle? I'm reading on my phone right now. I should really get back to painting. I'm missing my horror art. I need to post some of your art again. You do really good art, Paranormal. Kimmy said, there is no way Jen Soto didn't know this man was up to no good. There are too many red flags. It just goes to show CSAM pays well. Unfortunately, it does. Zam. I'm glad your son's feeling better. Teresa said, I remember practically going broke buying batteries for those when my kid played with them. CR 2002, if anyone cares. Yeah, we played with them when I was younger, but like when the batteries died, that was about it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I had the attention span of most children at the time. When the batteries died, that was about it. All the Tamagotchis. I think we had those, like the keychain ones was the one I had. I want to show you where he's posting on teen forums mainly. So that's why I'm kind of scrolling through these. I really, really wish they would start releasing the Tamagotchi Angel. Oh, I remember those. I think I had the Angel one. Very interesting. Whoa! Marriage time. Hold on a minute. I mean, I know like maybe the Tamagotchis get married, but I would love to know if it was like two separate Tamagotchis and it was his and Maddie's. That's interesting. Because that looks like a character Maddie would have probably picked. Let me see. Ama said that brain injury must have made him a boy mentally stuck in a man's body. It's possible, but not an excuse. It is. It is possible. Has anyone seen Grish's new video that dropped last night? It's awesome. Grish is the man. No, but we will play it because I don't think that I'll have to ask him. Well, I don't think he'll get mad. We'll play it after we go through this. We'll look at it. Fired up my on again. That's them at the Disney. I think there's a picture of, yeah, this is it. Look at Jen right here. I wonder if you can see my mouse. Right here is Jen, and she's looking so angrily at Maddie. I'm trying to zoom in. Hold on. I wish I could zoom in right here. It's not going to let me. Right here is Jen in the red shirt. Hold on, let me move the comment. I'm trying to watch on my phone. So Jen is in the red shirt and Maddie's right there in front of her. And if you've got this on the TV or you put your face real close, you can see she's just like, not having it. And Maddie's smiling and happy. That's interesting. That video was good. I watched it this morning. Hold on a minute. I don't think he'll get mad. Let me grab his links and we'll watch it real quick. Hopefully he won't get mad. If he does get mad, I just ask that he email me and I won't do it again. He shouldn't because I sent him some information on things. So hopefully he won't get mad since I shared information with him. Okay, hold on. I'm grabbing his comment so I can pin it at the top. Nope, wrong one. Maddie was so lovely, though, Leah. She really was. Okay, so I pinned Grish's channel. We'll jump right back into Reddit after we watch this video. This is going to be from Grish. I might have to come back if it starts like messing up, I might have to open the Reddit again. I'm just going to open the Reddit again because it's already being slow. Hold on. Okay. So this video is going to be from Grish. Please go give him a like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. His link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and I will put him in the description box. If you have not subscribed to Grish,
okay.
do so.
Well, I'd like to try to help, but
He's a really awesome creator, and he makes really good videos about this case. So we'll watch it together. If you do watch it here with us, please make sure you go by and give him a like and subscribe if you have not. Like, even if you go watch it on his channel too. Like, I don't want to take views from him. Okay. Hey, Jennifer.
but I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you want an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave.
Okay.
You're being detained. Okay. Do you want to know what you're being detained for?
Yeah.
Capital offense, battery, and possession of child abuse articles.
Okay.
So we're going to step out. If you need anything, please tap on this door. Okay. And there's going to be detectives outside that will be able to assist you.
Okay.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Is it Sterns?
Yeah.
Stern.
All right. Again, this is Grish. He is linked at the top. This video is linked in the comment section, and he's in the description box. Please go give him a like and subscribe. He does a really good job with this stuff. I love the way he does that. Like, his editing skills are like impeccable. Leave a comment for Grish too.
To start part 3, we're going to pick up where we left off on part 2 with the body cam footage from February 26th. 6.5 minute clip. And just like the other times, we're just going to let it play back normal. And then I'm going to go back and we're going to go over the details.
Okay. Is this like, does she like have any places that you guys know that she'll usually be at? Any friend's house? Any places that like she likes to hang out?
Typically,
No.
Me too,
Typically?
Teresa.
No.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if it gets in.
thank you.
No problem. And what school she goes to?
The moves. Hey, Doc Bones. Doc Bones, we took a break for a minute to go over Grish's new video. He's linked at the comment section and in the description box. If you have not subscribed to Grish, please do so. He's an awesome content creator, also covering the Madeline Soto case. Yes, a big thank you to Grish. Grish is awesome.
Do you guys have? Do you have a picture of her? Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know.
Even if you watch it here, go watch it on his channel too, so he gets the view, please.
Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
I know, Michelle. It's so sad.
Recently, probably from the birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I had to look at. What's up?
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to grab right now. Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Is this a good enough picture, or do you need a whole
Yeah,
body
perfect.
picture? Ah. ¿Cómo así? Sí, güey, pues sí conmigo. Ah, I know airdrop. I don't know how to do it.
I got you. Okay, where's the photo? Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
That's fine.
Notice again how his arms are closed off in a posture, just staring and looking at the phone. I mean, he just looks worried and evil all at the same time. Michelle said it took her almost 2 minutes to find a photo of Maddie, knowing that she's missing and the cops were coming. Didn't even have one ready and couldn't find one for 2 minutes. Yep. Carolina says she's scared and worried about her safety. She wasn't concerned about Maddie. He abused her for almost 6 years while her back was turned, purposely, intentionally ignored the shit he was doing to her. Yep, sure did. Hey, Lisa Lynn. Indie Girl said it's weird Stephan Sterns trying so hard not to look at the mom or the family behind them because he knows they don't like him. And rightfully so. Yep, sure is. Lisa Lynn said, I wonder what Potato's family thinks of her. Just a thought that crossed my mind. I wonder about that too. I mean, I feel really bad for them because they were hit with this out of nowhere. They didn't even like Stephan. They didn't approve of her being with Stephan, and then they get hit with this out of nowhere. Leah said, get that poor young girl away from Stephan. She is Maddie's cousin. Yeah, I don't think that the family would ever let him alone with her, but yeah, it's concerning. And Lori, lastly, said the whole family knows more and protecting Jen even after hearing. Now, Jen encouraged the SA to happen by instructing Stephan and Maddie to sleep together. Yeah, she definitely made it very easy for it to go on. Did she say that on WhatsApp a minute ago? I don't know. I'll back it up. We're at 411. I'll go to 248. Let's see. Hey, Kalisa.
Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
You can recently probably from the birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at.
Did you hear the way she just said, but I wasn't there? Hey, Stoic Decision. Yep. Absolutely.
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to grab right now. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
Is this a good enough picture, or do you need a whole body
perfect.
picture? Ah. ¿Cómo así? Sí, güey, pues sí conmigo. Ah, I know airdrop. I don't know how to do it.
I got you. Okay, where's the photo? Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
That's fine.
I saved it to my photos, so you could.
You saved it to your photos?
Yeah, we could just
Perfect.
go straight to the photos.
Yeah, I thought that the detective called him the wrong last name on purpose too. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pause. Hold on, I think I paused right when it said it.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second. Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
It's on WhatsApp. It's on WhatsApp. That's what she just said. It's on WhatsApp. Oh my gosh. What is WhatsApp? Hold on, listen again. Let me put the captions up. She just said, I heard it that time. She said it's on WhatsApp.
Is this a good enough picture, or do you need a whole
Yeah,
body
perfect.
picture? Okay. ¿Cómo así? Pon my eardrop. I don't have it.
I got you. Okay, where's the photo? Right there.
It's on WhatsApp.
It's on WhatsApp. She did. She said it's on WhatsApp. What is WhatsApp? I'm going to read y'all's comments real quick. Carolina said her precious daughter suffered. He did things to her body I've never done as a grown woman. They're both disgusting. I know it was him who disgraced Madeline, but it was her that could have stopped it. If she knew, to be fair, I think she knew, and I agree with you. But some people don't think she knew. So I do want to say, to be fair, if she knew. Lori said they look like a controlling family, but they didn't control Jen and sent Maddie back. They knew something wasn't right when a teenager is crying, not wanting to go home. Yeah, it's hard because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can't. Teenagers do like with her hormones changing, and they knew they were arguing a lot. I could definitely see how they would have thought it was just, she didn't want to go back because her and Jen were arguing, and she didn't want to deal with that because she wasn't saying anything about what was going on. So I try not to blame the family because they probably thought it was just, mother-daughter arguing, fighting kind of things. And Stephan wasn't there at the time. He wasn't supposed to be there that weekend. I don't know if Grandma knew he was coming, unless Maddie told her he was coming when she got the phone call or called him from the birthday party. I can't remember if we've discussed that or not. I don't think we have. I try not to blame them because I do believe they were innocent in this, but they sniffed out Stephan from the beginning. And the fact that Jen didn't with all the other signs is concerning. So WhatsApp is encrypted and a lot of pedos use it. I did not know that. Zan said, WhatsApp is a messaging app where you can send messages or to save or immediately delete. So they're all using WhatsApp, all trained to use WhatsApp. Very interesting. She doesn't seem like a worried mother whatsoever, said Veronica. Yep. It's the only app that you use for at least 10 years. So I'm assuming you're not sending, inappropriate messages or text. Why do you prefer WhatsApp over any other apps? Spinster, good to see you. WhatsApp is texting called non-encrypted and so secret. Okay. It deletes pics and text messages so they can't be retrieved. Secretive. Hey, Corey. I never use WhatsApp. I mostly get creepy guys asking me to use it. Oh, wow. The British royal family uses WhatsApp because people try to hack their communications. Well, that makes sense. It's good for calling with Wi-Fi only. Oh, and lastly, real quick, the aunt knew Stephan was coming to the house when she dropped her off. Why didn't the aunt stay with Maddie until Jen got home? Well, I can give you props on that one because, yeah, that's a good question. I would hope that the aunt would have stayed there.
I saved it to my photos, so you could.
You saved it to your photos?
Yeah, we can just
Perfect.
retrieve your photos.
So Veronica, why do you use WhatsApp? Just because you don't send text messages? Like why do you prefer WhatsApp over just like your regular texting? Okay, hold on. Veronica said, all my business is through WhatsApp. People here don't use SMS, Telegram, or other apps like that. Every single person I know uses WhatsApp. So it's just preferred where you're at? That's interesting. Okay, we use WhatsApp in Europe. It's free. Okay. So it's preferred in Europe. It's like using Facebook. Everyone does. They have it. Okay. So that's interesting. So that puts a new perspective on it. I mean, obviously they're not in Europe or from Europe. It's as you can tell, it's not something that's commonly used here unless it's used by predators. But that's interesting. I didn't know that it was used, by just normal everyday people. WhatsApp is popular in other countries, said Mayla's mom. Leah said at work we have WhatsApp for work too. Okay. International and it's free as part of Meta. Thank you, Mrs. O. Okay. That's interesting. Again, this is Grish. Please go give him a like and subscribe.
Okay, perfect. Give me a second. I'm gonna send it out right now to my other guys.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I've showed up. So they called since I don't even know when, but whenever they what did you say that what you call? My question is not why is it not a code 3 when it first came out?
16.
Yeah, so that last time she was seen, it was early this morning, like 7:00.
Kel Bell, good to see you, love. Kel Bell said, my husband and I use it to communicate because it's more reliable than text and we can see when the other person gets the message. Okay. Veronica, don't feel stupid. No, I'm glad that you do use WhatsApp because you were able to make it make sense a little bit more. Now knowing that, that it's common overseas for people to use that app. I've never even heard of it. Jenny Jen said, yeah, an alternative way to contact or be contacted without using your personal phone number, I believe. Okay. Interesting.
That's what I'm about to see. I'm about to go check. I just try to get as much information now of her clothing descriptions than the DS. The DS has a hit in like a big area full of kids. So if you want to help me out with this one, from my signal expert.
Does anybody know what her hoodie says? I swear I read the back of it and I think it says something appropriate in red. Like the writing in white says literally something appropriate.
By any chance, does she have a phone number or phone?
She does, but she left it at home today. I have it.
Something corporate. Something corporate. That's interesting. I wonder what that's from.
You have it.
And I'm reading up for her messages.
Okay. How about does she have like Apple Watch? No.
She's got a device. The only device she's got on her right now is her school laptop.
Her school laptop. Is that trackable?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It should be. If the Wi-Fi is turned on, it'll try to connect to the Wi-Fi.
So by like circle here.
Good question, Leah.
Does she know all the history of LA? She just hang out.
Possibly, I don't know. She got dropped off. She was like, so she remembered us by his car. So she didn't want me dropped off at school. She wanted me dropped off like half a block away so she can walk.
It's an image thing. She's in the face.
But he dropped her off half a block away and drove away.
Okay. Did she ever go to school though?
No, we called
She
school.
was walking in that direction. She was rifling through her backpack, just looking for something. I thought maybe she was just looking for headphones before she got her walking on.
Yeah.
But she was just kind of, shambling over in that direction. It looked the same as any other.
Carolina said, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She didn't, quote, know, but damn, for her to never even question it or wonder why her daughter and Stephan Sterns, wonder what her daughter and Stephan did all the time while he was with her alone behind closed doors. Yeah, I try to be a very open place where we can all talk about things, even if we disagree. So I try to look at it from both perspectives. But for me, again, the Woody Allen comment's just the nail in the coffin. Like if you even had a feeling that you had to be worried about that, especially to the point you needed to have an open conversation about it, there's time for he needs to leave. The man needs to leave. Mrs. O, yeah, I do. So there's stuff I get on Amazon and I share it. And if you use my link to buy something, then I would get like a small percentage because you use my link. So I just kind of shared some of the things that I use. I had made a members only video and shared some of the things that I used, and then I posted some pictures of it. I need to fix that post that you're referencing and make sure it says that on it. But yeah, it does give me a small percentage, but not, just a few. I'm sure maybe a few cents on the whole entire order. But those Canon lids are really good. Like the seal is really thick. They're awesome. So I just try to share with y'all things that I use if I find they're good. And if I buy something and I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. Hey, Misty Dawn. Good to see you. Graham Cracker Measles. I like your name.
Good morning.
Okay.
What was the last thing you asked?
If she went to school, maybe this was.
So I got confirmation from the school that she never made it. They sent me an email saying she didn't make it.
Mhm.
But I also spoke to her or emailed one of her teachers directly, and he looked at all her attendance for all her periods and told me she didn't make it at all today.
Okay.
Say it again? No, she's supposed to have a book bag. She was supposed to go to school, but didn't go to school today.
Oh, yay. That's awesome, Mrs. O.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, you need to make sure when you share your links that you say that like I'm an influencer or something. What I forgot to do on that post, because you just have to say like I don't know. Hio had sent me the actual like what you're supposed to say. But if you look it up on Google, it'll tell you what you have to write in your things. But that's awesome. I'll definitely come check you out.
Okay, now I'm gonna show you what I think is really going on here.
Okay.
She does, Teresa.
It's just like, does she like have any places that you guys know that she'll usually be at? Any friend's house? Any places that like she likes to hang out?
Aw, Misty, that's
Typically?
cute.
Okay.
Something catches Stephanie's attention. Jen is just looking at the cop. Stephan is looking at the cop's face.
One second. Let me see.
Remember this guy?
Okay. Oh, he's going to break it down. The guy standing outside in the car. Yep, here he goes.
He's the one that was in the car in front of the cop. You know, black tee, purple shorts, the cousin that you don't know but you know about. And I'm going this far to show you that it's the same person because there will be someone that'll say, that's not the same person as before. So shout out to Marilyn Monroe for preventing weird comments.
Thank you. No problem. And what's Gucci go say?
That's funny.
Jen and Stephan's story is so scripted that the police officer had to ask them for the name of Madeline's school. They're so far into the details that they completely forget about the basic necessary information. You see where Stephan is standing? Now watch this.
125.
Now who do you think he's looking at like that?
Do you guys have?
You already know that this is in world time. It's actually 7:38 and 7 seconds, but we're going to time something from 7:38 and 8 seconds.
Do you have a picture of her?
Yep. We're going to see how long it takes Jen to give the police officer a photograph of Madeline.
Darlene said, no, I'm pissed because she should have went off on CA even if it was just yelling at him. She never got mad, only cried about her birthday coming and not being good. Right? I feel you, Darlene, and I can agree with your hostility towards her. I agree 100%. Veronica said, exactly, Grish. He does a really good job. Chris Stearns is what you meant. He does a really good job of finding things that like most people skip past. He looks in the background. That's what I really like about him. Moss Mommy said, I only use WhatsApp because you can attach videos and photos free of charge. Also, you can make groups. So, for example, you can set up a private WhatsApp group for your street or your apartment block. Okay. Marley Mom, love to hunt. Good to see you. Marley Mom, Hearts Grish. CA, it was supposed to be Chris Stearns, not CA. This is Grish's video. We are watching it over here. because we support Grish and we love Grish. He is pinned at the top of the comment section. He's also in the description box. Even if you watch it here, please go watch it on his channel as well and give him a like and subscribe. Because when you watch it again, you pick up on things you didn't pick up on the first time. Hey, Sub Rosa, good to see you. Orange Rose, good to see you.
It looks like Jen's other sister knows this will be a daunting task.
Can you airdrop it to me?
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
Shouldn't Jen have a photo ready for this? Jen's mom says, from yesterday. And Jen's acting like she doesn't know which picture from yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Let me see which picture. I don't know which picture.
Clearly, this is a struggle for Jen. Look close. See that vein popping out of her head right there? It is pumping extra blood to the left side of her brain. The left side of your brain is for problem solving and things like that. And this is a daunting task for Jen at this moment.
Wow. How intellectual, Grish. I have never even thought about that. He's so awesome. He picks up on so many things. Veronica said, and she scrolls through several pictures of Maddie and keeps holding on, giving them a pic. And the pic that she shows, I'm not even sure if it's the most recent one, which is what anyone would do. Right. I think the one that she shows is the picture of Madeline in the blue dress standing in front of her birthday cake. But it's very odd how many pictures she scrolls through before she comes to that one, which was supposedly taken the day before. Like, what were all those other pictures? Why do you have so many other pictures in front of the picture you just took the day before, or that was sent to you from the day before? Because she wasn't there.
Anything recently, probably from the birthday party, right?
Here goes Stephan, basically repeating what
You're
Jen's
good,
mom
man.
just said. That probably has Jen's blood boiling at this point. And you know Stephan probably has a picture. But
Hey,
you know he
Screaming.
can't pull that phone out because it's got high voltage and radiation coming from it.
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at.
Anything recently, probably from the birthday party, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I have to look at. What's up?
Jen is now going through social media
Hey,
to try
Bert.
to find a photo from her daughter's birthday party yesterday. You notice how no one in that room is helping her out. I can't see what that says, but the officer clearly takes this call and just
It says something client.
Go ahead.
It looked like it said OCO, which would be Orange County Sheriff's, or OCS client. Orange County Sheriff client. That's what it looked like to me. TK, thank you for being thumbs up number 82. I really appreciate that. And welcome. Stoic said, oh my God, Grish with the hilariously accurate speculation. This is so interesting and well done. Grish does an amazing job. Hey,
That's what I'm about to jump right now. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
I'll put it back for you, Veronica. Hold on.
looks like everybody's about to leave. They're giving Abuela hugs, and you don't see Jen getting any kind of affection from her family. Finally, Jen has found a photo.
Veronica, I put it back, but I put the skating flamingo back, but she's hard to see right now. I've got to get some more animated things at the top for spring. since we're coming into spring now, hopefully soon.
The vein is still popping out of Jen's head.
I got you.
Why is Jen looking like she doesn't know how to airdrop a photo? Now look at the fear in Stephan's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Scared to damn death.
That's on WhatsApp. That's fine.
I saved it to my photos, so you could.
You saved it to your photos?
Yeah,
Perfect.
If Jen is just now saving that to her photos, that means she didn't have a photo.
Really, Seth? That's cool. Right, Doc?
Okay, perfect. Give me a second.
1 minute and 42 seconds is the time it took for Jen to find a photo of her daughter to send to the police.
I'm gonna send it out right now to my other guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
He makes sure to say thank you very much again. I mean, you know, trying to be as normal about the situation as possible. Obviously, he already knows where she's at, but he wants to make sure to make himself look as innocent as humanly possible. Again, this is Bazard. This is Grish. He's pinned at the top of the comment section and in the description box. Please go check him out, give him a like and subscribe, and watch the video on his page as well. Sub Rosa said, look at how her hands are all spazzed out. That's substances. Very possible. Kalisa said, Jen's eyes are wide with fear as well. She looks like a little kid who got caught this whole time. He sure does. She sure does. I'm sorry. Veronica said he's petrified, but Jen is worried because she's not so worried. But Jen is worse because she's not so worried. Yeah. Yep. And then Orange Rose said they were too busy making up their story to think about simple things like the fact they would need a photo of Maddie. Great point. Absolutely. I think so as well. Just speculate that as well. Thank you, Hio. Make sure to say, in my opinion, if it's your opinion. We got to be careful. Right, Corey? Yep, Veronica. He goes over that in his other video.
1 minute and 45 seconds of this body cam footage is redacted.
So they called since I don't know when.
I'm just being nosy, but the second icon there is the Kissimmee Police Department app.
But whenever they, what did you say? What is it called? My question is not, why is it not a code 3?
A code 3 is a police emergency response that requires an expedited response using lights and sirens. It's used when there's an immediate danger to public safety or an officer.
When it first came out.
There's a lot of background noise. I want to hear what they're saying.
When it first came out. Yeah, so that last time she was seen, it was early this morning, like 7 o'clock. That's what I'm about to see. I'm about to go check. I just try to get as much information now of her clothing description, send it to Diaz, who Diaz has a hit in like a big area full of kids. So if you want to help me out with this one. Yeah. So my signal is work.
You see how there's 4 people sitting on that couch there? then look over to the next couch and there's no one sitting there, just someone's purse. Whose purse do you think that is?
Oh. Yep. Good find, Grish.
It's like not only do they not want to be near Stephan and Jen, they don't want to be near anything that belongs to them.
By any chance, does she have a phone number or a phone?
She does, but she left it at home today. I have it.
You have it.
And I've already gone through her messages.
Okay.
You don't sound like a mean cow. Yo, don't say that.
How about, does she have like Apple Watch? How about, does she have like Apple Watch?
Indie girl, if you haven't checked Grish out, like go check out his other videos too. He does such a good job. Like the things he picks up on, it's amazing.
You think anyone should have a reaction like Jen is having right now when bringing up a device that could be traceable to find their missing child?
Mr. Speculating, I
I'm
can't
gonna need to wrap this up.
pour sugar on you right now.
Okay.
Who sings that song?
I think it's Def Leppard.
Yeah, Def Leppard, not allowed in the house. Thank you.
One more question. Does anybody use your phone other than you?
No, except for the day that we were sitting in front of my house and forensics was in the house. That was the only time I've ever let anyone use my phone, and that was Stephan. Stephan had my phone.
What about, do you wear an Apple Watch?
Yes.
Does it track any of your movements or anything like that you know of? Do you sleep with your watch on?
No, I hardly ever put it on, honestly.
Hey, all I need is Jesus.
All right.
I think the way that Jen answered,
Love to Hunt said, while she's searching for the photo, someone says, what about her birthday photos? And Jen says, yes, but I wasn't there. So she wanted to use the pic that she was sort of involved. She wanted to use a pic that she was sort of involved in Maddie's life. That's a good point. That could have been a possibility. I think so. I mean, it makes sense as to why she would be like, yeah, but I wasn't there, so I'm not going to use that photo. I want it to appear, basically, in her mind, she wanted it to appear like she was more involved than she actually was. This is the longest video of his too. His videos are incredibly artistic and creative and so well edited. The things he picks up on are astounding. Yes, they are. Miss King of Anything, Grish is who made this video. And if you hang out here for a minute and just watch part of it, you'll see why we're all singing his praises. He's linked at the top of the comment section and in the description box. Please make sure you give him a like and subscribe and go watch the video on his page. It's very insightful and he picks up on things that that a lot of people don't pick up on. He's a really great creator.
that was pretty weird. Like, why would you go so far as to say how often you wear your Apple Watch?
Walk away.
She's got a device, the only device she's got on.
Walk away.
She's got a device, the only device she's got on her right now is her school laptop.
Her school laptop, is that trackable?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It should be.
She was scared to damn death. Did you see the way she looked? That woman was about to shit her pants. I'm going to play it again. Look how scared she gets when they say that. Marley's mom said, Grish helps me think outside the box. Yep. He asked her if she wears it all the time.
Like, why would you go so far as to say...
Let me back it up just a little bit so we can hear that part again.
I'm going to need to wrap this up.
Okay. One more question. Does anybody use your phone other than you?
No, except for the day that we were sitting in front of my house and forensics was in the house. That was the only time I've ever let anyone use my phone, and that was Stephan. Stephan had my phone.
What about, do you wear an Apple Watch?
Yes.
Does it track any of your movements or anything like that you know of? Do you sleep with your watch on?
No, I hardly ever put it on, honestly.
That's not normal.
All right.
Who have those?
I think the way that Jid answered that was pretty weird. Like, why would you go so far as to say how often you wear your Apple Watch?
Walk away.
She's got a device, the only device she's got on.
Walk away.
She's got a device, the only device she's got on her right now is her school laptop.
Her school laptop, is that trackable?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It should
Look
be
at that.
It should be.
Scared to death. Christian's pointing out the woman in the back.
The reactions of Jin's friends and family throughout all this should speak for themselves. But just imagine if you were related to Jin and she's saying the things that she's saying.
If the Wi-Fi is turned on, it'll try to connect to any Wi-Fi.
Of course, this is my opinion, but this is the part that convinced me that Jin knew the whole time where Maddie's laptop was.
Yep. Veronica said, so maybe if it's true that she doesn't use it, it's because she might have like 20 steps a day at the most. Yeah, considering there was only 20 steps a day, maybe she doesn't use it. But I mean, like Rachel's and several other people have said, I only take my Apple Watch off to charge it. Like they're so expensive. If somebody's going to spend that much money on them, they're usually using them, like wearing them all the time. They're really convenient. I don't understand why you would have something like that and not use it. That's just me though. And I mean, again, that I just, what brought to mind her disability income. I mean, she's on disability, doesn't have much income, yet she's got the Apple Watch, the Apple iPhone, the new car. Where's all this money coming from again? Sub Rosa said her activity ring is probably so embarrassing. Oh, yeah. If you're disabled or elderly, Apple Watches are good for keeping a person safe. You can call for help even when your phone is not in reach. That's really good. They're super expensive though. I don't use iPhone. I like Android personally.
Watching Jin say those things about the devices is crazy. But imagine sitting there in that room, say that in real time. You can't react normally, so you have to go with the group chat. It looks like Natalie gets a text and she checks her phone. I don't know who this guy is talking to Stephan, but watch what he does when he gets that notification. We've all done this. When you're showing someone something on your phone and then you get a text from somebody or something pops up and you're like, oh, then you try to back up real quick so they can't look at your screen anymore.
Whoops.
Now look at Stephan, still looking at this man's phone. I think that Jin can kind of tell what's going on behind her, and she's trying to keep the police officer's attention directed at her.
Yeah.
Now Stephan doesn't have anyone to talk to, so he goes back over to where Jin is talking to the police officer. Now I'm gonna.
Hey Dolly. Dolly said she even has a Vitamax. Vitamax? That's really expensive. Yeah. See, I don't know. It's a lot of money. She looks so scared. I hope the truth about her comes out. Me too. Those bulging eyes. Hey, Irene, if I didn't say hey to you. The electronic feeders for the dog. Yep. Somebody sent me a picture of that on Amazon. It was like $122, I believe. I took a spill on the ice last winter. My Apple Watch asked me if I was okay or if I needed an ambulance. That is so interesting. That's good though that it does that. My income is the same as Jen's. I can't even afford a haircut on a regular basis. An iPhone is pie in the sky money. Right, Teresa. And I'm sorry, love. Jennifer said, damn, Stephan is totally trying to look at that guy's phone. Who does that? Right. And then lastly, Veronica said that electronic feeder has Stephan's voice pretending to be funny and creepier voice, in my opinion. Yeah, and then Maddie has to hear that every day, even when he's gone, like a dark shadow watching over her. It's freaking, I hate it.
I'm going to go back a few seconds to where Stephan is all in that guy's phone, and you're going to watch it where it's panned out, and you're going to see what Jen's doing that whole time. This is the part where I can tell that Jen can tell what's going on behind her, as far as Natalie and the other guy receiving a text at the same time, and Jen trying to keep the police officer's attention on her.
Possibly.
Right,
I don't know.
and
She got dropped off. She was like, so she's embarrassed by his car. So she didn't want to be dropped off at school. She wanted to be dropped off like half a block away.
Wait a minute. Why are we over explained? Like, if it wasn't, I mean, I guess it was out of the ordinary for her to be dropped off, but like, why not just say she got dropped up the street from the school and walked? Like, why are we explaining, well, she got dropped off because she don't like to be seen in his car, and that's why we dropped her off at the church. Again, it seems scripted. Why wouldn't you just say, especially in the moment when you're telling the police that your child is missing, why wouldn't you just say she got dropped off up the street from the school and was supposed to walk the rest of the way and never showed up at school? Like, why are you over explaining it?
So she's embarrassed by his car. So she didn't want to be dropped off at school. She wanted to be dropped off like half a block away.
It looks like Grish might have picked up on that too. Nicole, I looked into that, and while it may be true, I haven't been able to verify it because I'd have to know, like, it's hard to be able to pinpoint that it was that Jen Soto. There's a lot of people by the name Jennifer Soto that it could have been. While I've heard that, I leave it as I've heard it and it could possibly be true, but I can't verify it. It would make it, it could be a reason why she had that much money. I could see it, but again, I just have to verify it. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you sharing that information. Stupid people don't have a ton of money sitting on their asses 24/7, 365, in my opinion. Moss Mommy said the woman in the back giving Jen the side eye. Right. Okay, Carolina, thank you for dropping in, sweetheart. I hope you have a good day.
Now Jen's in full script mode, but Stephan's back to chime in, and it doesn't seem like Jen likes that too much.
She can walk.
Send him this thing, she's in the face. Send him this thing, she's in the face.
This whole thing about Madeline being embarrassed by Stephan's car. I couldn't imagine being a kid and telling whoever was giving me a ride to school, you know what, drop me off down the street. Your car is kind of, never. And that's how I can tell it's not true, because neither one of them talk about their initial response to hearing that.
But he dropped her off half a block away and drove away.
That's a great point. And even at that, like, if I'd have told my mom, drop me off up the street from the school because I don't want to be seen with you dropping me off, my mom would have been like, no. And since you asked me to do that, I'm going to walk you in the school to the office to make sure your ass stays in school, because now you're making me think you want to skip school. That's what would have happened to me. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I'm glad he pointed that out.
Did she ever go to school though?
No, we called
She
school.
was walking in that direction. She was rifling through her backpack, just looking for something. I thought maybe she was just looking for headphones before she got her walking on.
Yeah.
But she was just kind of,
And again, that's definitely scripted. She looks scared as shit. Like, why wouldn't you just say, no, we dropped her off and she walked that way, but never made it? Like, why are you being so descriptive? Again, like, describing every movement she made. And again, because it's a script.
Well, it's not true, because neither one of them talk about their initial response to hearing that.
But he dropped her off half a block away and drove away.
Sub Rosa, I'm going to end up putting that on a shirt. Allegedly speculating family posse rides at dawn. We ride at dawn.
Did she ever go to school?
No, we called
She
school.
was walking in that direction. She was rifling through her backpack, just looking for something. I thought maybe she was just looking for headphones before she caught her walking on.
Yeah.
But she was just kind of, shambling over in that direction. It looked the same as any other morning.
Okay.
The other morning.
Okay.
What was
Hey, JBA. JBA said if she was so early for school, nobody would have been there to see her in the car. That's another good point, and thank you for pointing that out. If she was that early, nobody would have seen him drop her off anyway. Hey, Quicksilver. Thank you for being here. Quicksilver, I like your name, said because Jen Soto told him about that area. Good point. It's possible speculation, absolutely. Oh, Foxy, I hope you enjoyed your birthday. Good to see you, love.
What was the last thing you asked?
If she went to school,
So I got confirmation from the school that she never made it. They sent me an email saying she didn't make it. But I also spoke to her or emailed one of her teachers directly, and he looked at all her attendance for all her periods.
And there goes Big Cuz in the Marilyn Monroe shirt watching the whole thing.
Hey, Lily.
And told me she'd make it at all today.
Okay.
Jen's mom standing right there.
Say it again? No, she's supposed to have a book bag. She was supposed to go to school, but didn't go to school today.
After part 2, I got a lot of questions about what I meant with perception versus reality. Perception versus reality is about how Jen and Stephan characterize their relationship based on how others would perceive it. For example, Jen told the police different reasons for why Stephan moved into bedroom number 4 and different reasons for why he moved out. Either way, Stephan still had access to the house and Madeline. How can she say he moved out in December and 2 months later the man still has a gate clicker, a key to the house, a key to that room, and that room still have his bed, a TV, a dresser full of clothes, and a nightstand with a gun in the drawer? I wanted the timeline that I built from Jen's March 1st interview to explain perception versus reality and a few other things, but since it didn't explain perception versus reality, it's probably not going to explain a lot of other things. So we're going to go over the March 1st interview again and make a more detailed timeline.
So what did you meet Steven for Stephan?
I met Stephan.
Again, this is Grish, linked in the chat box and description box. Please go watch this video on his channel and give him a like and subscribe. I can tell you from personal experience, the more times you watch a video, the more you'll pick up on. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up.
In 2017, we both worked for Eco Homes, a real estate company. I did appointments, and he worked in the office doing like warranty work.
Happy late birthday, Anna.
We met as coworkers.
Yeah, they were coworkers, but they both worked for Stephan's father, which makes things a little bit different, especially knowing that Stephan's a predator. This is my opinion, but I think that Stephan knew Jen's personal information before she even started working there.
We became really good friends. We were best friends for like a year. And then eventually I asked him if he wanted to hook up, and he said, sure.
I don't think it happened quite like that. I think that they were coworkers, but they didn't work at that place for a year. So I think that Stephan, at that point that they stopped working there, that he was selling her benzos, and she got more dependent on them. And after she lost her job, she didn't have the money to pay for them, upon which she offered herself up.
That's a interesting speculation. Definitely a possibility if she was on the benzos. And if you have questions about that, definitely go check out his other videos that he's done, because he goes more into depth of why he thinks they were all on benzos. That's an interesting speculation and a possible speculation. I think it's possible. Rua, watching all the way from Ireland. That is really cool. I want to go to Ireland. Thank you for watching.
And yeah.
You said 17, 18. Did you live in Orlando, Kissimmee? Where were you guys staying, man?
Kissimmee.
Yeah, did you guys live together in 17?
He technically lived at his parents' house, but he was staying at my house all the time.
Okay.
I believe that. But I think that situation also applies to when he quote unquote moved out in December of 2023. He technically lived at his parents, but he stayed over there all the time.
Same house you're in now or a different house?
Wait, I take it back. In 2017, he wasn't staying over my house. It started in 2018 when we started hooking up. And
she says when we started hooking up, but that was after she corrected herself when she said he started hooking up. When he started hooking up with who?
He started sleeping over my house.
Okay.
And what was your next question?
Was that in the...
Whoa. Wait a minute. We got to hear that again. Hold on a minute. I'm going to not interrupt because he just caught something. That is interesting. Freudian slip. Oh my God. Let's listen again.
And yeah.
You said 17, 18. Did you live in Orlando, Kissimmee? Where were you guys staying, man?
Kissimmee.
Yeah, did you guys live together in 17?
He technically lived at his parents' house, but he was staying at my house all the time.
Okay.
I believe that. But I think that situation also applies to when he quote unquote moved out in December of 2023. He technically lived at his parents, but he stayed over there all the time.
Same house you're in now or a different house?
Wait, I take it back. In 2017, he wasn't staying over my house. It started in 2018 when we started hooking up. And
she says when we started hooking.
I'm going to listen one more time. She speaks real fast. She tends to do that when she slips up. She said he started hooking up. She was, if I'm speculating allegedly, but if she said when he started hooking up, you wouldn't say when he started hooking up with me. You would say when he started hooking up with Maddie, and then switch it to when we started hooking up, because the proper context for him and her hooking up would be when we started hooking up. When he started hooking up, again, like Grish says, with who? Who was he hooking up with? Maddie? And you knew it?
That situation also applies to when he quote unquote moved out in December of 2023. He technically lived at his parents, but he stayed over there all the time.
Same house you're in now or a different house?
Wait, I take it back. In 2017, he wasn't staying over my house. It started in 2018 when we started hooking up. And
wow.
She says when we started hooking up, but that was after she corrected herself when she said he started hooking up.
Wow, Grish.
When he started hooking up with who?
He started sleeping over my house.
Oh my God.
And what was your next question?
Was that in the current house you live in now?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you lived in that house?
On and off. Because at one point we moved close to where his parents live right now in they live in North Port Florida, Sarasota County. I lived in Port Charlotte, which is Charlotte County, the county right next door.
I saw y'all saying that a lot. What do y'all mean she's got a mouse in her pocket? She says we a lot because she's got a mouse in her pocket. What is that? I don't get it. I'm sorry. Hooking up with some substances, right? You want to rewind it again? You want to hear it one more time? I'll rewind it. How much money did she have in the stash? Is a good question, Darlene. She was an enabler. Yep. T-Rex hands. I've seen y'all say that a lot too. I'll back it up one more time. I can't believe Grish picked up on that. That is amazing. Yeah, and when they first started hooking up, she was between 6 and 8. Southern phrases. I use Southern phrases all the time.
You said 17, 18. Did you live in Orlando, Kissimmee? Where were you guys staying? Right?
Kissimmee.
And did you guys live together in 17?
He technically lived at his parents' house, but he was staying at my house all the time.
Okay.
I believe that. But I think
Oh, the mouse in her pocket is an old saying. Okay, I got it.
that situation also applies to when he quote unquote moved out in December of
All right, listen
2023.
again.
He technically lived at his parents, but he stayed over there all the time.
Same house you're in now or a different house?
Wait, I take it back. In 2017, he wasn't staying over my house. It started in 2018 when we started hooking up. And
wow,
she says when we started hooking up, but that was after she corrected herself when she said he started hooking up. When he started hooking up with who?
he started sleeping over my house.
Okay.
And what were your next question?
Was that in the current
Yes.
house you live in now?
Yes.
Okay. How long you lived in that house?
possibly
On and off.
boy.
Because at one point we moved close to where his parents live right now. In they live in North Port Florida, Sarasota County. I lived in Port Charlotte, which is Charlotte County, the county right next door.
Veronica, I don't think Juan was living there when Stephan started to sleep over. I think it was after Juan had moved out. Yeah, exactly right, Leah. Jen is a woman who knows how to protect herself, but she slips up with her lies. She absolutely does.
We had an apartment there for like 6 to 8 months. We moved down there because, again, Stephan was promised a job and that fell through.
Again, Stephan was offered a job, but that fell through. The way that Jen is explaining this, you would think that she was moving in with Stephan by herself. But in reality, she took Madeline out of school in the middle of the school year to move 3 hours away into an apartment with Stephan. And this was during the pandemic. In my opinion, she needed to be closer to Stephan so she can get her stuff and he can do his CSAM thing. So they had to move in together because they both live with their parents.
So we supported ourselves in this tiny apartment for a little while until I ran out of funds.
Do you remember what year that was?
2020.
You notice how she doesn't even mention Madeline when she's talking about moving from place to place? She doesn't think about how all that moving would affect her because she doesn't care, because she only cares about Jennifer.
So when did you live in Port Charlotte? 2020?
I don't remember what month I moved in, but I remember moving out in November.
Oh, 2020.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was some.
In Stephan's CSAM paperwork, it shows the first file being made in 2019, and then there's a gap between 2019 and 2022. But I feel like there was a lot of abuse going on at that Port Charlotte apartment, being that Madeline was isolated 3 hours away from her family. And at 9 years old, you probably don't have a cell phone.
Yep.
April, May.
That's fine. We go if we need to later.
Hey, Anders.
13. In 2017. 2018.
6.
6.
And at the same time, no. But
Okay.
I've had ex-husbands and ex-boyfriends live in that same house before.
Got it. You were to Port Charlotte sometime in 2020 for a few months.
Yeah.
And then you came back to the same house.
After Port Charlotte, I went back to my mom's house for a little while.
Where's that?
In Hunters Creek, Florida.
Got it.
Even before Port Charlotte, actually, the few months before I was in Port Charlotte, I was living at my mom's house.
With Stephan.
Jen's talking like it's just her doing all this moving, but it's her and Madeline. They moved out of Jen's dad's house and into Jen's mom's house, then out of Jen's mom's house and into the Port Charlotte apartment, then out of the Port Charlotte apartment and into Jen's mom's house, then out of Jen's mom's house and back into Jen's dad's house.
Around March 20th, decided he wanted to renovate the house and possibly sell it. So he told us to get out. So March 2020, so around COVID time, like 2 weeks after COVID was announced, I moved in with my mom.
Okay.
And I lived with her for a little bit. And then the Port Charlotte apartment happened. We moved to Port Charlotte, were there for a few months, came back to live with my mom, was there for a few months, and then I decided to move back. Um, that he was moving out and like getting an RV and like living the RV life.
Yeah.
So he needed somebody to take care of the house for him. So I said, yeah, I would do it, of course. So I moved in. I moved into his bedroom, downstairs, the master bedroom.
I can't be the only one that noticed how Jen explains this like she was doing her father a favor. Like he needed her to move in.
Eventually, Stephan did come. A few years. It wasn't until like June of last year that we'll go upstairs to the guest bedroom upstairs because I just he's not a very clean guy. He's kind of a little hoarder and a collector. So just my house was always a mess and never the way that I wanted it to look. Or the clutter just gave me anxiety. So I asked him to move upstairs and he did.
Notice how Jen doesn't say the reason that Stephan moved to bedroom number 4 is because of it.
Sorry, I had to eat something real quick. The paper towel rolls, he does that and he makes a timeline out of them. I'm glad you're back, Sarah. Yeah, Grish does a lot with the paper towel rolls. Excuse me. Abusers do like to move around a lot. I'm not sure why he didn't sell the house, Lori.
Of an issue in their relationship. It was because he's a collector or a hoarder or whatever she calls him.
He lived upstairs until until December of last year. And then he moved to Northport, Florida with his parents. But they had promised him a job, but that fell through.
Notice how Jen didn't say the reason that he moved out is because they broke up.
So we were in the process of.
This is the first timeline I made based on the way that Jen explained it. And this is a more detailed timeline based on the events that were explained by Jen Soto to the detective. So you have each row representing a year, each column is a month, and they're all color coded based on the events and also the living situation of both Jen and Stephan. In addition to the timeline, we have a mind map with the people close to the situation. Starting with Jen Soto at the center, she's connected to Eco Homes where she met Stephan. Stephan and his parents are connected to Eco Homes. Next are the people that Jen is and was connected to personally. Next are the people that Jen is and was connected to personally from 2017 when she worked at Eco Homes. Clockwise from the far left is Stephan, not to be confused with Predator Stephan. Stephan was Jen's ex-husband. They divorced in 2017. Stephan had a daughter from a previous relationship. He lived in the house on Venetian Bay.
I'm still here. I just made it big so that you guys can see the whole timeline. Again, this is Grish. Please give him a like and subscribe. He's linked in the description box and the chat box. And go watch the video so he gets a view. And thank you. He did a really good job with this. He always does really good with his videos.
Next is Natalie Rosero. She's Jen's roommate at Venetian Bay. She stays in room number 2. She also has a son. Then we have Angela Negro. She's one of Jen's roommates, and she's in room number 3. Next is Yolanda Zambrano. She's Jen's mother and Madeline's maternal grandmother. She owns the business that was the location where the initial police interview was. Then there's Stephanie Soto, who's Jen's sister. Then Juan Soto, who is Jen's father and Madeline's maternal grandfather. He is the owner of the Venetian Bay condo. And of course, Madeline in the lower right-hand corner. Jim mentioned how her father wanted to sell the Venetian Bay condo when COVID hit, and that's true. It was listed for sale in February 2020 and delisted a month later. Since a lot of evidence was found on the respective devices, let's add those to this. EcoHomes was gone by 2018, so let's remove that. As I theorized before, Jen and Stephan's relationship was transactional. Jen has money. Stephan's primary goal in this is to get closer to Madeline, but he can't do that because he has no legitimate reason to be around her. As a man, if I had a friend who was hanging out with a woman and that woman had a kid, by default, I would think that he would be hanging out with her when her kid wasn't around. But if I notice that my friend is routinely around a woman with a child and that child is around, I'm going to think that my friend and that woman are seriously dating. If they weren't seriously dating, at some point I would ask, what are you doing here? And that is what Jen and Stephan would have to avoid. In order to avoid that, they would have to say that they are in a committed relationship.
Good point, Grish. Lori says, so Natalie was at the mom's office in the video. Yeah, as far as I know. I wonder why John decided not to sell the place anymore back then. Probably because Jen and Maddie moved back in.
So Jen and Stephan would have to define the status of their relationship based on how others would perceive it. So they can't be just friends. They can't be BFFs. They would have to be in a legit relationship to justify Stephan's consistent presence around Madeline. But someone like Stephan Sterns would want to be around Madeline consistently without Jen having to be there. The only way that won't be perceived as weird is if Stephan and Jen are living together. But Jen is living with either one of her parents and Stephan is living with his parents. So the only way they can live together is if they get their own place on their own. And that's why I believe that they got the apartment in Port Charlotte. Again, this is my opinion, but I believe at some point, when, I don't know, but I think that there was a point that Jen couldn't afford those Xans from Stephan, and she exchanged Madeline for them. And that was Stephan's goal from day one. I was looking at the photos on Zillow from when Juan Soto put his condo up on the market back in 2020. At that time, Madeline slept in her own bed, in her own room. She always had her own room. The living room was a living room. No weird partition. But when Jen moved back in and Juan moved out, all of a sudden Madeline can't have her own room anymore. And Jen tries to put it on her father like, oh, my dad wanted rent.
I don't think so.
So now we have a detailed timeline and we have a visual showing all the connections. Y'all be safe.
Hey, Lindsay. All right, so that was the end of his video.
Get up. Said he you. I don't know why he would say that. Go ahead and get up. Get in there.
Well, maybe you should stop drinking, ma'am. I wanted to show you that he has several other videos. Okay. So again, make sure you go check out Grish. He's got, this is the one we just watched was part 3. He made that one a month ago. This is part 1. So definitely go check him out. He's got a lot of videos on his page in reference to his this case. And I mean, they're just really good videos. He has a perspective that not everybody else has. So we're going to jump back onto the Reddit. I do want to go over a couple posts with you at least before we go. I do have them on my page and we might just review them that way, but I was going to try to pull them up and read them to you this way. If I can't find them this way, then we'll do it that way. So I'm going to pull this up. Yeah, Grish did a really good job on that video. Sub Rosa said, I'm glad we got to watch that together. Thank you, allegedly speculating. Thank you guys for watching it with me. I'm glad we got to watch that together too. I had not seen it yet. He did a good job on that. And I appreciate, we love Grish. Grish is awesome. Okay, so let's see what we got. I want to find where he was posting on the teen page. Let's see. Oh, that's mine. Okay. Yeah, I don't get on Reddit, but I've started like posted on Facebook and things. At X when I go live, like I'll put the thumbnail for my lives and things. Um, I didn't see all these before. I was trying to see what they are. What does my taste in women say about me? And he commented a year ago on November 26, 2023 at 8:54 a.m. that you need to go outside and touch some grass more often because those women are all cartoons. Isn't that interesting? Hey, Heather. Isn't it interesting that he's telling this person who said, what does my taste in women say about me? He told him that you need to go outside and touch grass more often because those women are all cartoons. Like, what? Okay, here we go. I lost my V card to a 37-year-old woman, and now a 14-year-old girl has reached out to me claiming I'm her father. He commented Wednesday, November 22nd, thank you, at 7:51 a.m. Paternity for absolute certainty, but I'm glad your wife is so understanding. Sounds like a great woman. And these things do happen. It's not like you knew or were trying to dip out on the baby, so you are on high ground, so to speak. And who knows what else the mother might have been with who knows who else the mother might have been with besides you. Check out and fiance. So it's a roll of the dice at this point. The only thing certain is she isn't Checkout's daughter or stepdad's. You did the right thing to tell your wife the situation and let her give you some insight and advice. That's the whole part of having a partner. You deal with these things together. I'm glad to hear your daughter at least has a reliable support system with uncle and hope she finds her dad, whoever it may be, if for nothing else, just to know. If she's the fiance's child, I truly hope he does right by her. And if she's yours, it sounds like you're already intend to do right. So kudos and good luck, sir. Sorry, I botched that while I was trying to read it. I need to take my supplement because my brain's not working. Thank you for clearing that up about Jen's dad not knowing about the setup. She's a master manipulator. Sounds like she was treated the same by her mother. Yeah. That's interesting, especially the part that where it said that you and your fiance right here. That's the whole point of having a partner. You deal with these things together. So what other things was he dealing with together? Did he tell Jen about Maddie and they dealt with it together? Like that's what came to my mind. What I might have missed. I'm going to scroll up just to see what I might have missed. I think most of them are posts in the La Carena thing. Why does this slap so effing hard? This gives vibes that are very reminiscent of something Phil Collins would do for a Disney movie like he did in Tarzan. I finally started watching Frontier last week, and the first thing I noticed was how cool the opening song was. That was lasers. Are there any millennials that don't feel like life is all that bad? He said, I've always felt that no matter how bad it gets, as long as there's still things in the world like pizza or tacos, it's not all bad. Oh, yeah. Am I the asshole? I remember this one. He commented, November 28, 2023 at 9:11 p.m. Am I the asshole for sacrificing my daughter's college fund because her sister just gave birth to her 4th child? He said, so to be clear, your older daughter who can't keep her legs closed and keeps popping out babies she can't afford, has a dead-end career and a boyfriend who can't seem to climb off her for 5 minutes, and also not a very promising career path himself. Took a stupid risk and fucked up their own living situation. I mean, can pot meet kettle? Like, a boyfriend who can't seem to climb off of her for 5 minutes and also not a very promising career path himself. Stephan, are you talking about yourself? Yes, he did. Stephan said he didn't start this. I wonder if she did offer Maddie up to trade for something. I think it's a possibility. I don't know if she rejected her because she looked like her father, who rejected Jen for another woman. I hope not. It's a possible speculation, though. Continuing on, as a result, your young daughter is now being punished for this by having her own future prospects and a chance to do better for herself snatched away. And you honestly have to ask if you're the asshole here. Yes, 100% without a doubt. That's big time fucked up. Your 17-year-old has a chance not to end up in the same damn place your oldest is in. Your oldest has made some dumb choices and continued making more on top of it. Tell her to stop shooting out kids like her coochie is a damn slip and slide, and get her ass on state aid if she isn't already. And do not rob your youngest of her chance at a future so that your oldest can continue to squander her opportunities away for nothing. That money will not help your oldest make better choices in the future, and she almost certainly will piss through it too fast. But that money could actually help your younger daughter get a head start and do better for herself. If you move forward with these plans, you'll have 2 kids in a tight spot instead of 1, and one of them will have a very good reason for resenting you for the rest of your life. Asshole, not just an asshole, but stupid asshole at that. Wow, Stephan. Wow. He's mean. He is mean, Teresa. Jennifer said, poor Maddie, breaks my heart. Right. I want to find the one where he gives advice to the pregnant teen. Our Tinder, a community for discussing the online dating app Tinder, sharing conversations, reviewing profiles, and more. Again, somebody has asked if him and Jen met on Tinder. I said no. I think they met at his dad's place of employment where they were employed together. But he's given advice on the website, so obviously he used it. The post was deleted, and he wrote, "Have you tried neck tattoos?" Let me see what else he's posting on. My lightsaber got stuck, and he said, that's what she said. Okay. Can we please be kinder to newbies? Trying to see if we missed anything good that he posted on. That's a long post. Death scares me. And he said, we're all in it together. Make the best of it while you can, and don't worry about something that is inevitable or entirely beyond your control. The good news is when you die, your problems and worries will no longer exist, and you will probably not know that you are dead. And there likely won't be any dark void or sense of self to be aware of anything. You just won't be anymore, and you'll be too dead to know or care about it. No one knows with absolute certainty what happens after, except those that have gone before, but they aren't coming back to tell us about it. I wonder if they'll pull that up in court and use it, if the prosecution will use it to try to get, push the death penalty more by saying he's obviously not afraid of death. Yeah, your life is on the line. I wonder if this will get used against him in court as far as the death penalty goes. He said, it helps to remember that you are not alone in this, and it's something that everyone must eventually come to terms with. Life can feel like a joke sometimes, and death is the punchline. Our lives are short and difficult, and the world can be cruel, and we will spend our whole lives just trying to survive. And our reward at the end will still be death. Just run your race, be good to the people you care for, and make hay while the sun shines. Think of your death as a reward, as the end of your journey and your troubles, like the final nap to beat on naps, and the best sleep you'll ever have, like going home. Don't rush to meet it, but understand we will all have our day, and don't be afraid when your day comes. Just live your life and try to enjoy the little things that make you happy. I hope they use that against him to push the death penalty. Those are all Tabagachi posts. And about Disney World. Am I the asshole for calling the cops on my girlfriend for pulling a gun and threatening to shoot our dogs while drunk? He said, not the asshole, but the relationship is over, period. You cheated. She will never, ever, quote, get over it. And the relationship is over. Trust me, I've been there. It's already dead. And you're just dragging it out into a long, painful, messy death. I learned a long time ago that cheating is never worth it. It compromises you and destroys the trust that is required for successful and happy relationship. If you're at the point you want to cheat, you need to step back and reevaluate some things. Like if you really want to be in a relationship with your current significant other. And if not, just break it off. That's just advice for the future. But you should definitely break this current relationship off immediately. Give it a more merciful, dignified death. And for the sake of safety, do it while you're both sober and then get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. Again, I wonder if that's what happened between him and Jen. What if you found a stash of pornographic magazines in your spouse's closet? That had really great celebrity interviews, fashion tips, lifestyle articles, and general guy advice and knowledge that was useful and interesting, and tastefully nude women. It really was just an all-around guys magazine, and I still have some of the specials from the early 2000s saved in an old box. Wow. That's talking about food. Hopefully. Stroller stealers? Okay. These are all Disney World. Advice for teens. He commented a year ago, February 13th, 2024 at 3:31 p.m. Let me see what y'all are saying real quick. Both of them thought they were the smartest person in the room. Surprise! Playboy is not classy, right? It's not. They may have wondered, but no one knows what someone else is doing unless they are together. You can't blame Chris. He is more aware of things. He is more aware of things than his wife will ever know. Yeah, I think so. I don't blame Chris. I mean, to be fair, Leah said that Chris had a stash of nude magazines. Deborah said so. To be fair, most men do. Moss Mommy said, don't worry about death, he says, but he's scared of the death penalty. Right. And I'm wondering if they're going to bring that up in court. All right. So advice for teens. My mom said she's going to kill me and then kill herself when we were arguing. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how to say it, but today during an argument, because I didn't want to do what my mom said okay, I'm not going to read what this child wrote. I didn't realize that's what it was. Hold on. Let me pull up the Reddit so you can see what I'm reading. I don't feel right reading what that child wrote. But you guys can go, I'll leave a link to his Reddit if you guys want to stroll through and check it out for yourself. Your mom is extremely unstable. She desperately needs counseling and possibly medication. The fact that she makes these threats and even acts them out to a certain extent is not normal at all and will likely continue to escalate. You never know when her breaking point will be reached, but these type of things don't often end well. She needs help and you need to ensure your own safety as well. None of these things you have described are okay in the slightest. Whether or not you think she'll follow through with the threats is irrelevant. This is not normal behavior and something is seriously going on with your mother's mental health. Ignoring this type of thing does not make it go away. You need to make use of the resources available. Sorry if y'all hear that. It's so windy outside.
You need coffee?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Speculating. Okay. You need to make use of the resources available to you and reach out to some professionals who specialize in these situations. Other commenters have provided links to that effect already. Please make use of them because it's happened too many times already, and she's going to snap at some point, maybe on you, maybe not, but it won't be good for anyone involved. She needs help, and so do you, to get saved. To get safe. Don't ignore this. These are not red flags or little warnings to be ignored. This is a loud air raid siren, and you need to take it seriously. As painful as it may be because she's your mom, you need to act. When she is doing the abuse, plain and simple, there is no gray area here. She is violently abusive, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, all of it. And it sounds like, thank you so much, baby. It sounds like a few of her immediate relatives are the same way towards you. The longer you stay in this situation, the worse off you'll be. Your mental health has already been affected by this, and the torment will only continue to add more layers of trauma and damage until you are just a broken person by the time you grow up, if she even lets you live long enough to grow up. Sir, what did you think Maddie was going to be when she grew up? Did you not think she was going to be a broken person? Zan said Sterns had no life, so he spent a lot of time online trying to feel like a philosopher. It was all just, I don't know what that word says. Sophistry? I apologize. Mr. Babe speculating. February 13th, in between the 2 days he searched up that drug test. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it was 2023 or 2024, though. Let me see. Yeah, Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. That was a great point, Jen. February 13th is in between the 2 days he searched up the drug, sevoflurane. Good point, Jen. Thank you for pointing that out. Advice for teens. The comment was deleted by the user, but it says tell her she's a shitty friend and you don't want to hang out anymore. And then don't hang out with her anymore. If she tries, ice her out. If your other friends feel the same way, then maybe the next time you are all together at lunch, bring it up with all of them there to back you up. There is no rule anywhere that you have to stay in a friendship that affects you negatively. Friends lift each other up, not beat each other down, period. That was February 14th. 2024 at 1:35 p.m. So this is the kind of stuff he was telling Maddie. That's good coffee. Okay, another advice for teens. I'm happy the comment was deleted by the user. I'm happy to have given you a good giggle, and it's true. This is a lesson that took me a long time to learn, but it feels very empowering when you decide to cut an asshole out of your life because they don't deserve to be a part of it. She has failed at the most basic requirement for friendship. Don't treat each other like crap. You'll feel better about yourself in the long run, too, by taking charge of your own happiness. You don't need to be nasty about it or rub it in her face at all. Just say it as very plain matter of fact, and that's that. For people who make you happy, reflect who you are and what you want to be and treat them well. Don't ever feel bad about cutting ties with someone who only takes from the friendship and never gives to it. And remember to take care of yourself too, with a little heart. Y'all, this is crazy. This is what he was telling Maddie. The type of advice he would be giving Maddie. Michelle said his mistress, whose name was Pooh, funny since Steven's pedo voice sounds like a wimpy Winnie the Pooh. It does, though. Do you realize an anagram for sustenance is nustius? Kind of suits him. Yeah. That's interesting. Thank you. Foxy said that word I couldn't say is a bad argument used to deceive others. Thank you. So there was several advice for teens. Let's see. What else we see? Cast members unhappy. Unexpectedly great student. Sometimes it's like that with kids. I was the same way in high school. I was usually quiet and polite, but when me and my friends were together, we raised hell. Okay. I got a little worried about that one. Cast members unhappy. Okay. Let me see if I can, well, we'll just scroll through. Okay, now I got to go back down to where we were at because I had missed all of the posts to teens before. So we were back down past the pictures of the Tamagotchis and things. That's talking about bee pets. How do you guys make so much money in Classic? I found that professions can gather and craft raid supplies or other consumables are usually make a steady income. That's interesting. We read that. Question about graphic art sleeves. Peacock spider. Okay, we read that. We read those. Okay, that's where we were at. All right, now we're back. Feet hurt so bad. That was about shoes. Let's see. Tamagotchis. My job is to put this towards our loyalty. Okay, that's about jobs. Nerfs. Am I the asshole for making an if he's not ready on time, he stays home policy against my wife's wishes? If she wants to continue to be able to afford daycare, food, electricity, and a roof over their heads and clothes on their backs, then your employment cannot be jeopardized. Like it or not, it's not time to suck it up and understand that a stable and steady income is supremely important in this day and age, especially and takes priority in this case. Bills need to be paid. It's just a matter of fact. With the raising cost of groceries and inflation in general, money needs to be coming in, and jeopardizing that by not being able to stay on schedule is a major problem. Well, aren't you just the one to give advice when you can't even take it yourself? Michelle said, I've got to meet up with a friend for lunch. I hope you have a good time. I'm not putting either families on a pedestal. The damage done here wasn't done in a vacuum. Dear Stanky, you're a loser. You shouldn't be giving out advice to teens on the internet, especially when you still live with mommy and daddy. How does it feel to be a hypocrite? Thank you for pointing that out, because that's where I was at with it. Hey, Julia Turner, at least Sterns has come out and speak about this. I don't know if he's had a chance to speak about it, but it's interesting. Julia Turner says, thank you of you, Maddie. Thank you for that. This guy was a joke. I agree, Anatolia. Hio said, this smells of chat GPT early days to me, just saying. Does it really? That's interesting. Stephan Sterns put money making first. Yeah, with CSAM. Right. Hunt says, C gives me bad vibes. Well, especially when he plays dumb to retrieve information that, in my opinion, he already knows. Am I the asshole for refusing to delete a video taken in public? And he removed it. I wonder what he said about that. Am I the asshole for telling my husband to get over my sister getting into an accident in his car? He has every right to be pissed off and be as petty towards her as he wants. This is not a, quote, not so great choice on her part. This was an earth-shatteringly fucked up thing to do. You have no right to tell him otherwise. Regardless of whether or not it's your sister, it sounds like she lives a life with no boundaries or consequences, and it sounds like her family enables this bullshit. Your sister stole his car, wrecked it, and cost him $15,000 out of pocket. That's not something that you tell someone to just, quote, get over. You owe him a massive apology, and your sister owes him $15,000. Yes, you're the asshole 110%. Well, I mean, I can't disagree with that. If she stole the car, that's kind of messed up. Need a little help. Nope. Care mistakes only count about Digimon. What do you guys think about this? This is a no. Go back to your table. You don't work here. Sit down and wait like everyone else. Arena, Digimon. Let's see. Nothing strains those family bonds quite like a Disney vacation. This is all talking about his toys. He's talking about that Green Lantern ring we looked at. Complaining about deliveries. Kicking myself for not getting one sooner. That's another toy thing. Boy, he was long-winded on that one. Acorn, decorn. This was great. Thanks for the laughs before my work shift. So, as of October 26, 2023 at 7:47, he was still working. Is this the older brother from Pooh, or was Chris married before? I should investigate that. Yep, shambling around the Reddits. Okay. Why is Ultra so hated? Tammy Mill, what's the point of having multiple blasters? Tamagotchi. She's going to have enough extra... Oh, whoa! Comment was deleted by the user, but his reply was she's going to have enough extra meat to open her own Arby's down there. What the fuck? That's crazy. Who's the target audience and what's the real audience? I'd say that just like Disney itself, La Arena is intended for a large age range, kids and adults alike. It's easy enough to play and learn for kids, but has a high enough skill ceiling and layers of strategy appeal to adults and more competitive players. It's surprisingly versatile. Where should I buy Subturf Wars? That's some kind of game. My custom dragon. This post has been deleted, so I took a trip to Walmart. Tamagotchi. Dragons. Taco Bell. I miss the days of 67-cent tacos from Taco Bell. I miss those days too, to be honest. I think those are all La Arena posts. They are. Hold on. Disney World, La Arena. Uber. La Arena. My butt is beeping. Strange. Mine just makes a weird plelt sound every once in a while. More often, depending on the last thing I ate. I'm not a doctor, but I'd get that checked out if I were you. We're making fart jokes now. Right. Like, what the fuck does he think he's giving advice to anyone? Like, who the fuck are you? This is weird. Continuing on. Those are all La Arena. I'm looking at the symbol, so I'm just scrolling through. Again, I'm going to link it below if you guys want to go through and check it out for yourselves and see what you guys can find. Because there might be something in those messages that I'm missing. But I don't think so. I want to find the pregnant teen advice before I leave. I'm looking for the Am I the Asshole? Okay. I don't even know what to do at this point. And his comment is, this sounds like, hold on, sorry, I was trying to. Basil, stop chewing my papers. Hold on a minute, y'all. I gotta give him something to chew on because he's chewing my papers that I need to read for y'all. Here. Stop it. Stop. There. Okay. Sorry about that. Our text. I don't even know what to do at this point. This sounds like a guy who could not give a shit less about anything. Okay. This sounds like a guy who could not give less of a shit about anything. I wouldn't waste my time on him if I were you. I was once a young teenage guy myself, and this was never a typical response from me if I cared about who I was interested in. If I cared about or was at all interested in the person I was talking to, especially not a steady girlfriend. He's just taken for granted that you will stick around and chase him while he's too busy to give you an ounce of effort or attention from his very busy schedule, watching YouTube and doing fuck all for the majority of the day. He needs a reality check. Getting dumped by his girlfriend, who then goes to find a guy much more interested in her, is a nice way of getting that message across. Of course, his reply to your breakup would probably consist of him just saying, okay, and go back to whatever bullshit he's too busy watching. I mean, I wonder if that's, it seems like he's talking about himself in that one. Too interested in little children to pay attention to anyone. Getting shit look for locking the door while I'm asleep. Random thieves, he's replying to someone for locking the door while they're asleep. And remember, he locked the door. He had them locks on the door in bedroom number 4. He wrote, random thieves will literally walk around and test doors. I've only been robbed in my house once, and it happened to be the night my dumbass roommates left the sliding door unlocked. And it happened to be the night some random thieves tried our sliding door. I got the fun experience of sitting up at bed at 4 a.m. with 2 dudes in my room stealing my shit. I yelled, yo, and they bolted, and I chased them all the way out to the car that was sitting on the street with the driver ready to go. I threw a punch into the glass of their passenger window because I was in full attack mode and their face was on the other side of it. Walked back into my house and yelled at the top of my lungs for my roommates to wake the fuck up and get downstairs while noticing that I'd stubbed my toe badly at some point and was bleeding heavily. Good times. Lock your damn doors. Wow. Basil is in here with me. Right, Hio? Exactly. Man takes attempts to discreetly take photo of my wife up her skirt. He said, you handled it well. Your father-in-law doesn't have a strong strategic mind or consideration of long-term consequences escalating to violence. While morally warranted and understandable to anyone in this position could lead to worse outcomes, avoid it whenever possible. A concerned criminal can be dangerous, and a concerned criminal fighting for their life and freedom is even more so. It would be hard to protect and provide for father-in-law's daughter and grandchild from prison or a grave. Not to mention, serious assault charges can affect you badly to maintain a decent career and income for your family. A real man considers all these things when making these types of decisions, along with the right thing in a way that is best for your family in the long term is the smartest way to do it. 100%, you protected your wife's modesty and privacy and are still around to do so in the future. Creeper will remember this, and it might be a wake-up call to rethink his life choices. If not, he apparently frequents that location, and security has got them in their sights when he shows up again. Well handled, good husband, good father, smart man. He's given advice like this while he's the creep. You know? When asked if Maddie would say bye before leaving that morning, Jen said it's one of the first times Stephan Sterns had taken her to school, so it proves they lied about being embarrassed of the car. Yep. We've talked about that quite a bit, Shannon. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yes, Chat GPT, says Hio. Yep. These aren't his thoughts. So he's using Chat GPT. I mean, again, I questioned it anyway, because how are you able to give advice on somebody being a creep when you're a creep yourself? What does he know about anything? He has literally no life skills. He probably had to watch a YouTube video changing the tire. Right. Yep, because it's not him. No effing way. He's talking about himself. Right. This is insane. I'm going to scroll through a few more to see if I can find the pregnant teen one, and then I'll probably have to go for the day. What kind of chicks are these? The one in the middle is judging you hard. Lacarena. My friends decided it was okay to pick me up in a stolen car without telling me. Better this than a cop flashing his lights behind you, the driver trying to ditch them and ending up in a nasty wreck followed by jail time. You made the right choice. You're not a pussy for having a few more brain cells when those absolute mouth breathers. They will end up in prison, and then we'll see who the pussy is when they are being used like one. I wonder who the pussy is now that you're being used like one in prison, Stephan. If you are, I hope you are. I want to send you all the love and hope for that. Okay. Am I the asshole for thinking my husband was sexualizing our daughter? You're the asshole. Absolutely. 110%. Go back to therapy, please. Imagine how it would feel to be treated like a monster constantly without the benefit of the doubt, without having ever given you a reason to, simply because you had a bad experience with someone else. He shouldn't have to defend himself all the time from your accusations and misplaced suspicions. Stop projecting your father's horrible actions onto your innocent husband. They are not the same person. All men are not automatically predators and lurking monsters. JFC? We get enough of that treatment from random Karens out in the world. We don't need it from the people we love and trust, who should love and trust us too. Wow. Wow. Y'all, do you think he ever said something like that to Jennifer? He's defending himself. Yeah. Saffron. Yep. This is crazy. This is insane. Incel vibes. Yep. Screw you, Stephan, said Hio. You think that he would actually, he probably did tell Jen something like that. Uneffing believable. Right. Oh my God. That is crazy. These are all Lacarena, Tamagotchi. How do I ruin canned lager? I have a pulled muscle in my back. It hurts to laugh. GDU for causing me so much pain from this comment. Okay. That's Disney World. Tamagotchi. Oh, yeah. These are all Tamagotchi comments. He's part of the 8-year club, so he'd been on here for at least 8 years. All those are Tamagotchi posts. The little symbols, if you notice, the symbols change for like different chat groups. That's what I'm looking at, the little circle with the square in it. That's all Tamagotchi. 2 hot takes was deleted by user. Why you know grammar good? Okay. I personally have a habit of snoozing. I set 6 alarms for myself to mitigate that. He needs to put on his big boy pants and learn how to make sure he's on time for his own damn job. Oh, imagine you saying that when your dad said that you wouldn't get the fuck up and go to work. Imagine that. Am I the asshole for pointing out a period stain on my coworker? Not the asshole. She would have rather you not said anything at all. If I have something stuck in my teeth, I'd want someone to let me know so I'm not smiling at people with gross looking grill all day. How could she have interpreted that as anything other than just trying to be a pal and let her know? Some people are just determined to be uptight for no reason than to be uptight. But she was probably already in a bad mood considering the circumstances. Aren't you just a fucking asshole? Bye, Michelle. Have a good day. Yeah, this is just me scrolling through his Reddit page, Abellis. I'm going to post it in the description box so y'all can look at it. Am I the asshole for telling someone that his achievement just meant he had rich parents? If you had the opportunity to visit 150 countries, wouldn't you? Who cares if he was way more fortunate in life than you? That's life. It's not fair. And anyone who might have told you otherwise was lying. Your coworker was excited about something and you shit on it because you didn't have the same opportunities. Too many people are petty about what other people have instead of just being grateful for what they do have and staying in their own lane. I'm not going to read all that because I do have to go. Those are all Tamagotchi posts. Tamagotchi, Tamagotchi, Tamagotchi. I want to give it a second to load. All right, I'm going to read one more post and then I'm going to have to go. You see these running at you, what would you do? Oh my God. It says, you see these three running at you, what would you do? Right? I want to make sure y'all can see it. Okay. And while I get the Reddit post back up, he said, I would crouch down and kiss my ass goodbye. So stupid. Hold on. Heather says, would the real world state agent have mentioned what happened in that house as part of a for sale contract? I think they legally have to disclose things like that, but I'm not sure. I'm grateful for what I have, and it ain't a lot, but I work hard and try to be a good person. Me too, Sub Rosa. We have a good speculating family here, and I respect you for that. I don't know if we got this because I'm backed up or something. Corporate is an emo band from the early 2000s. Thank you. I was gothic, but I never heard of Corporate. I listened to like Korn and Slipknot and all of them. Okay. PTSD. They deleted the comment. I've always had the philosophy that no matter how bad it gets here, there's still pizzas and tacos, so it ain't all bad, you know? Yeah, just find the little things you enjoy. Nothing real interesting. Some talking about gold. I don't think that I had the pregnant one on my shorts or the other live that we did on this. I don't know if I was ever able to find it, but I had seen it in other places. What is that? Come on. My current run. I wonder if that purple one was for Maddie. My little dude's a Coton. Looks to be. Girlfriend's mom is using a frosting bag to squeeze beans onto our nachos. Cat turd nachos. Yay. Mini kiss lamps. Thanks for the nightmare fuel. Okay, now I'm interested. What is mini kiss lamps? I don't know. I might have to agree. If it'll load. What the crap? Okay. Well, now that we know what mini kiss lamps are, I suppose we can go on with our day. Abellas, thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. That was so very sweet of you. I don't know if I've still got the live pulled up on my phone to tell you who they went to. I don't, but I can try to pull it up real quick. If you were gifted a membership from Abellas, please tell her thank you. That was so very sweet of you. Okay, it was gifted to Heather, Liv Wade, Bella's Boys as the Gavel Drops was gifted. Make sure you guys check them out. Sammy Nicole, Jen Rains, Lindsay Lovecraft, Carol, and Margaret. And sub to waffles are really good. They were gifted by Abellas. If you were gifted, please tell Abellas thank you. Thank you so much, Abellas. That was so very sweet and supportive of you. Again, I really appreciate that. I'm going to come pick y'all up on the crazy train on the way to Speculation Station. All right, we'll scroll through a little bit more that I really got to go. Thank you, Abellas. That was so very sweet of you. Okay, these are all Tamagotchis. What's the worst thing about big boobs? Getting a black eye if you go down some stairs too quickly? Okay. See, he said chilling on my lunch break with my Ringotchi. It's a freaking ring Tamagotchi, and he's excited to be playing with it on his lunch break. Aw. I'm on the night train. Bottoms up. We serve alcohol on the night train, but you gotta have a lid on it. We serve it in sippy cups so it doesn't spill. And because you might get so plastered, you need a sippy cup. I don't drink, though. I can't drink because I'm driving the train anyway, so. Tammy Mill just arrived. I can hardly contain my happiness. I had to look up some hiragana charts and Japanese baby names to find something appropriate and named my newly hatched boy Coda, meaning happiness. Yeah, he opened it and used it. Like, these are all Tamagotchis, evidently his latest craze. All right, one more. And then I'll leave y'all to it. When I link it in the description box. $40 minutes of gathering rocks. Okay. Why is race the preferred term to species? I'm not even touching that. If you want to read it, you can go back and read it. I took the plunge and swapped out my faceplate. Like, again, he was just so obsessed. Something about a handicap parking spot. Star Wars Day was awesome. This was the scene at the Falcon East Round at 8:55. Jen does not look happy at all. Look at the pants this mug is wearing. Them pleated, ugly ass pants like that. You thought Ozzy was driving? Ozzy can drive the train. Okay, Teresa, thank you for being here. I'm about to leave anyway. I've got to go cook dinner and get things done. We about to be over as soon as I find another post to read. Retro futuristic stuff is cool to see. I want to find a good one to read to y'all. My speculating family, y'all hung out here with us all day. Been so awesome. I love when we get to hang out every day and do these things. I want to find a good one. What is that? Tammy Mel or Sunko Mel. Either way, look at my new thing. Okay. You little fucking predator, you. Do you believe your intelligence is above or below average compared to the rest of the world, and why? After working in a theme park for the last 6 months in a safety critical role, I've come to the conclusion that at least 80% of humanity is hopelessly, selfish, ignorant, stupid, and that our species is 100% doomed. TIFU, I don't know. Comment was deleted. Or the question was deleted. He wrote, everyone has a history. Don't get so hung up on it. She likes you. She's with you. Don't be so insecure about everyone's past, about someone's past, that you can't simply enjoy the present. As you get older, you will find that this will never change. And the older you get, the more history a person will have. The reason your first time was likely so great was because it wasn't her first time. You will usually find that it's more enjoyable with someone who has had some experience and knows what they are doing. Oh my God, I hope you didn't tell Maddie that. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can almost damn near guarantee you that he told Maddie that. The reason your first time was likely so great is because, or I can almost guarantee he told Maddie you will usually find that it's more enjoyable with someone who has some experience and knows what they are doing. It continues, if you work well together, then you will work well together. Appreciate it for what it is. As for personal size, if it was a problem to her, you'd already know it. If it was consensual and you both had fun, then that's all you should care about. Just be safe. Try not to get anyone pregnant and enjoy your time and your youth. Y'all, I can't even. I can almost guarantee he told Maddie that. Oh my God. I hate him too. I hate him too. This evil monster. Corey said that statement came from a non-married and no biological children Peter Pan syndrome man. He's a chode. He is. He's beyond sick. Like, I'm done. I'm done with it. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your eardrums out. Yeah, so Rosa said, isn't that the kettle calling the pot black? Posse's right at dawn. Shh, I'm ready. I'm ready. We can like MI6 the jail and just go ahead and end it and get it over with. I hope y'all have a good day. Thank y'all for being here and hanging out with us as we flip through the Reddit. As soon as, well, when I play my outro, I will go ahead and get this his Reddit linked in the description box. Scroll through, see what you can find. Let me know if y'all find anything interesting. Post it on your page. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of interesting, sick things that he put in there. It's never a mannequin said, so weird. I was just reading these today. There's one where he's arguing with someone who doesn't want to force their child to hug family members. He gets so angry about them giving that child a choice. Really? That's interesting. I would if I could. I would cook some good food and we could all eat together. Stephan Sterns at his finest. Can't believe his parents still indulge this demon. It would be hard to turn your back on your child, but like, yeah, I got a lot of freaking problems. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Love y'all, and I hope y'all have a good day. Right? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I hope you have a good, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I am going to cook dinner, and we are going to have church. I need some Jesus after that. Lord, help us all. And I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll figure it out. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I enjoy the time we spend together. You guys make this place great because without you, I would be talking to myself. So I appreciate you. I appreciate all your input, your thought, your support, your love. I mean, really, you guys are amazing. This is the best chat on YouTube. It really is. Thank you guys for that. Have a good day. Bye.
Listen up, I gotta tell you, there is something you should know. I have never really liked you at all. I cannot hide to the mountains.